Alaydriem, now!
Come on, you undead. Is that all you have?
Stop taunting the zombies!
We've been through worse, and we still have to find the Altera.
If it's here, that monster would already have it.
You know that if we leave, we won't be able to come back to this place. This is our one chance to check this world.
I know, but it's not worth our life. Not against that thing. Listen, I want to find it too, but we won't find it if these things end us. There's too many of them.
Very well. Start drawing energy for a portal.
Get me to a clearing, or a courtyard, someplace open. These creatures are somehow disrupting the connection.
To Valera? That's not possible.
Alaydriem, what about all the people here?
They made their choice when they used us to try to wake that monster up. We're not strong enough to take it on. This is one problem they're gonna have to deal with on their own.
But they'll all...
I know.
There's more of them coming.
Where do they keep coming from?
That monstrosity, it must be drawing them towards us.
Listen, it has to be here. Get the portal up. I will fight them off.
I'm on it.
Something's happening to my magic. That monster must have done something to us.
Hold on, we're almost there.
We can't let that monster follow us. Get the portal up, let's get through it, and then close it right behind us once we go through.
I just need a little more... There, I got it. Hurry up before... The portal's ready. Wait, something's not right.
We're out of time, and we don't have any more options. Time to go.
Promise me you won't let go.
Hello there, my name is Alaydriem, and welcome back to Solea Altera, my home here on Noranfang on the Lore and Legend server. And I hope that you enjoyed that lovely introduction, that flashback sequence that we have. It's also known as my personal recurring nightmare that I have each night while I'm on here because, well, it's what happened to me. But I have just the thing to get my mind off of those nightmares, and that is to do some building. Now, as you can see over here, there's this huge pile of trees, and this is actually a totally separate little mini island from the one that I'm on. It's actually not connected to anything. And one of the things that I want to do is to be able to build over there. One of the things that I really like about where I have my current base is that, well, it feels like it's really secluded and it's really kind of nestled in a bunch of trees, and I really like the feel of that. The downside with that, though, is in order to get that feel, I really need to leave this area kind of really tight and enclosed. And as of such, I don't really feel like there's a lot that I can build over here without detracting to that. So I need to start expanding a little bit. And I think the best way to do that is to expand over to this other island. And just to give you a little better view, right here, as you can see, we have a little river. Actually, it's a very large river that runs through. We have a great view of our base over here. We have this kind of mountainous area, and I've kind of looped around that a few times with the paths. But this island right here is the one that I want to expand to, and is the one that I want to move some of the new buildings that I have planned. Now, I love the way that this looks. I love this being at the top of the hill, and I really don't want to take away from that. So what we're going to do today is I think we're going to build a bridge over to this other island just to make getting to it significantly easier, because I really don't want to be climbing over that all over again. So what I think we're going to do is, I think this actually right here is where we're going to put a bridge in. I may put it in over there. I was thinking about maybe putting it over there too, but right here where this grove of trees is going all the way over to that edge, I think that is where I want to put this bridge in. Now, here's what I'm thinking for this bridge. Where I think that having a archway is going to look the best. Having some sort of arch bridge. Let me come over here real quick. So having a nice little arch that goes across the span, but we have that little platform right there. So maybe making a tower right there to kind of be an anchor point, and then maybe tying it off with some ropes of some kind in order to really make it look like it's part of the landscape, that it's kind of natural, that it's really fitting into our theme that we have here on Lore and Legend. So that is my plan in order to build ourselves a bridge. We're going to see just how well it works out. But why don't you sit back, relax, enjoy the music, and let's get started with the time lapse.
Wish on every shooting star that you still come back to my heart. Can you see how we've come so far? Hope you still come back to my heart. Didn't mean to hurt you bad, only did those things so that I could make a little room for us. I wish on every shooting star that you still come back to my heart. Wish on every shooting star that you still come back to my heart. Can you see how we've come so far? Hope you still come back to my heart. Didn't mean to hurt you bad, only did those things so that I could make a little room for us. I wish on every shooting star that you still come back to my heart.
One beautiful time lapse later, and we are now done with our, I think this is our first bridge that we've ever built, and I really like it. I really like how this one turned out. I was having a big kernel of doubt creeping in about halfway through it, but I think once I got the arch in and started to get a lot more of the details in, it started to look just right. This went pretty much exactly how I intended to. We got the tower, we got the arch, we got the ropes swinging down, so it kind of is supported right there. I will need to remember exactly what the word for kind of bridge that is, but it's kind of a combination of two separate bridges right there. So let's go ahead and take ourselves a little bit of a closer look. Like I said, I really like how this turned out. I really liked how the terracing worked out. I really like how the arch looks too. Need to do a little bit of cleanup around here, but I think this is in a really good spot. We've really been on a roll the last couple of builds, and as you can see over here, I have kind of cleared out this area right over here by our book tower. So as you come down this path, you now have a really good view of the base and also a really straight shot over to the bridge. I do think that I will add in some trees over here at one point, but I'm not adding in cherry trees. I'm gonna just leave these kind of be more of the dark oaks because I just kind of like the way that this feels. But let's go ahead and take a look at this bridge. I've made it nice and wide, and I've already lost an anvil over here. It's okay, I have an iron farm. It's not that difficult to rebuild, but I've built this tower up, and as you can see here, I've used fence post and fence gates kind of to replicate what a giant rope would be. Minecraft needs ropes. That's what we really need in this game to kind of next tier level. We've got leads, but ropes would be an absolute game changer right here, just to change the way things look. This right here is also really cute. This lovely little cart, how it looks like we're just bringing in some hay or some other supplies, reinventing the wheel, making it square. But this, I think, really fits into the scene of this is a bridge that's connecting. We are delivering supplies back and forth, and I think it really adds a lot to the energy of the place. But speaking of energy, and you may have seen him walking behind our little place, I have a new surprise, something I've been working on for quite a while now, and it is this handsome devil standing right over here. No, not the dogs, not the cats, there to keep him safe. It is this dashing young lad who is dressed up and ready to be kind of my tower guard. I guess. He is the one who is responsible for keeping this bridge safe, and he is a fully custom villager with a fully custom player skin and player geometry. Oh, this isn't the only one I have, by the way. I think I've got 14 different skins just for males, and I have 14 separate skins for gal type villagers. So 26, 28 some odd different villagers in total, but he'll work and stay over here just like a regular villager will. He'll stay by his bed. He'll kind of just guard and patrol these areas. And again, these dogs and the cats are just to prevent zombies or creepers that may come up and try to infect him. But overall, I'm very, very happy with how these guys have turned out. I really think that having kind of player models really makes the world feel a lot different. There's just something about having player models in the game that makes the world feel a little bit more alive and more lived in, as opposed to not. But as you can see over here, we have a nice, beautiful view of our main base over here, which is exactly what I wanted. And this bridge gives us really incredible vistas into this river below. Right here, just straight shot down that river. And then over here, not so much right over here. We're gonna have to come over to the other side of this cart, but just absolute beautiful views all around for us to have this bridge on. It's nice, it's high, it's elevated. It really stands out about the landscape. It really makes its mark. And that's really what I was going for in this. And I'm so glad that we have it and so glad that we have access to it. But this bridge is not just a pretty face. No, we've actually got some function in here. Down here, we're gonna go underneath the bridge actually. One of the things that I think we should definitely have in a bridge is this maintenance causeway that we have right here. And this is just a lovely little place if you want to sit, be alone, look at the amazing views. Practically speaking, it's for maintenance if we're going to talk about like the lore behind it, but really this is just a great place to get some even more exciting views into this lovely landscape that we have all around us. And I'm very happy I put in this maintenance causeway and that door there, but the gift does not stop there. No, this tower is the gift that keeps on giving. If we go down here, we actually have a staircase that's going to take us all the way to the bottom. And hold on just a second. I need to find out which one of these it is. All right, now that I fix it so I can actually get down, let me go ahead and show you. So I did a nice little trick with the scaffolding that I thought was kind of interesting. You can put these trapdoors here and then basically build a scaffolding platform out, because this is only 7 wide and scaffolding will basically support itself as long as, you know, there's scaffolding around it to support it. But I placed this in here and this makes a really interesting floor, assuming that I can actually climb it. It's actually really dangerous. Great way to get yourself hurt. And I think what I'm actually going to do is get rid of this other scaffolding here. But this is our floor that we have below. We can climb up to it, climb down, get up to those upper levels and climb up to the bridge itself. And I'm really going to get rid of this because I will keep climbing this otherwise. But it makes a really nice, interesting floor pattern, and it doesn't look like it's floating there because of how we have it set up. I think it's really neat. Moving out here to the outside, I've done a little bit of a garden. I had an idea for a garden over here. Like, I wanted to initially do lavender, and I just settled on lilac because I don't have a lavender texture. But I think having really deep purple lavender is a new type of flower that we could program into the game. I think that would just look absolutely spectacular. Lavender, it was just a tint of silver and gold just to make it pop a lot more. Oh, I think that could be great. It is on my to-do list. Right over here, let me know whether you feel I need to put an archway in. I don't think I need to, because this tower right here is supporting the weight of everything. Why are there always so much mobs around here? But if we take a look over here, get right here, this tower here, we got to get rid of these spiders. Come on. So this archway right here is supported by this main tower all the way over to the main base there. But I don't feel that this one needs this. But if you want to have Real Civil Engineer do a bridge review for me and tell me why I need to put an archway in on that, I'd be more than happy to take his advice and do that. But I don't think we need it. I don't know. I'm not a structural engineer. I've just pretend to be one in Minecraft and do some really wonky stuff. I think it looks fine without, but let me know down in the comments if you think I should make that be an archway, you know, or have Real Silver Engineer comment. That would be great too. coming over here, because some people have made comments that my base is basically impossible to get to unless you're by the path. I have this kind of creepy little cave down right here. I don't know if it's a cave or a mine or something, but it dumps you out right here onto the lake. And we've walked here. We walked all the way from our base, all the way from the corner of that bridge over there to this spot right here. So anyone looking to get to our base is now able to do so. They can bring up a boat through any of the main waterways or take the main path, and this will bring them right on up. Now, I know I mentioned some villager shenanigans earlier, so back here over the Adventure Guild, following up on what we talked about in our last episode, and you can actually hear them moving around here. We have these new villagers over here. So this is a leather worker. We have bunches of others. Wait, who are you? I don't remember putting you in here. You're a fisherman. I probably because I have barrels, but we have these villagers that are basically living in here now. And I really think that it's adding a lot of energy into here. Let me see if I can find the other ones real quick. I'm sure that they're up here. Oh yeah, here's one. So over here in our library, we have a librarian here, and she's just doing librarian things. She found herself some books. She found herself some places to work, and she is just hard at work doing whatever librarian villagers do. And I think having the player model, I think this is where the player model for villagers really shines in, aside from the fact that they open every single door in the place. Having these guys in here, I really think adds a lot of energy to the place. And I'll show you a little bit more about what they can do in just a second. But these player models, just something about having a player model in the game instead of a villager model, it really changes the way that this game feels for me. Downstairs, I want to follow up on something we talked about in the last episode. I placed in ourselves some armorers, some toolsmiths down here. And I'm sorry, are we interrupting something? No. I had to trap them in because they keep trying to pathfind to the bed, which is a slight obnoxious thing about their AI that we added in here. Let me see if maybe I can hop in here and show you them in a little bit more detail. But these two, they're two totally separate villagers. They have their own AI. They have their own goals. But these will be the folks who are down here doing work. They will be basically anyone who wants to come down here on an adventure and get resupplied. And no, you're going to stay in here, my friend. They are going to be the ones who can supply you with all the gear that they want. And again, just having these villagers in here, other than the fact that they're being super derpy right now and running into one another, I really think adds a lot of energy, especially since there's basically 28 possible skins with each kind of their own interesting behavior. So I'm very happy about this little minor addition right over here. And now that it's nighttime, actually, this is, I think, where things are going to start to come alive. So these villagers are sleeping. That one is actually coming from upstairs from working, and she just kind of walks casually to bed, and, you know, we'll let her sleep. But it's just such a different thing because villagers just don't do that. But these guys, you know, except for this fisherman who I don't know why he's here, it feels totally different. It feels like a totally different game, and I really, really do love it. So these guys are going to be making minor appearances throughout every now and then. I'm not going to make them a real central element to any storytelling that we're doing, but they are going to be here, and they are going to be doing some interesting things just to make the place feel more alive and more energetic. And that kinetic energy, you know, I'm all about having kinetic energy in this game, and having kinetic energy makes your world feel more alive. Wait, did you just see that right there? Did you just see that? That is emergent AI behavior right there. Look at this little thing. This cat spawned because basically this house is now a village, and he just, or she, just climbed up into that little nook that we had right there, and he was ready to go to sleep until I scared him, which is just what happens with a real cat when you disturb their place. That right there is something I did not intend to happen, but it's one of those things that's just, wow. It really changes the way the game feels. That moment right there felt like this game was actually alive to me. And that is something that's absolutely incredible to have in here. But enough about villagers that I programmed into the game. I think that's going to be it for me in this episode. Now, before you go, if you've watched it this far, maybe that introduction was super captivating and you want to see more of that, let me know down in the comments how much you like that intro, or if you didn't or not. I'm trying something new with more dynamic storytelling. And if you want to see that more type of dynamic background storytelling with that background lore, let me know down in the comments, leave the video a like, and please consider subscribing. That would really mean a lot to me. Additionally, if you like this bridge and want to see more of these medieval style bridges, or if you can get RCE to comment on my videos and tell me what I did wrong with this bridge, let me know down in the comments. But like I said, that's going to be it for me in this episode. As always, thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate you guys tuning in and spending time with you. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.